It is Y105, Dubuque's #1 hit music station. My name is Steve Pulaski, and my next guest has been ubiquitous in TV shows and movies. He's been everywhere like air on shows like ER, Law and Order, and SWAT, and movies like American Sniper and All Eyes on Me. He's one of the leads in Tyler Perry's new film Divorce in the Black alongside Megan Good. Streaming on Amazon Prime Video starting July 11th. He's Cory Hardrict. Cory, how are you?
Hey, after you just introduced me, man, I'm much better. That feels amazing. That just felt amazing, the introduction there. Thank you so much. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Cory. It's so good to be talking to you today. I've read great things about Tyler Perry as a man and a filmmaker. I'm a fan myself. What was your experience working with Tyler Perry?
Oh, wow. It was amazing. Let me just say, Tyler Perry he's a gentle giant, a man who has all this power, but he treats you on an even playing field, and, he makes sure that, your voice is heard. He's there for you. He's a collaborator. He's everything you can dream of working with someone. But definitely, he has a heart of gold, and this was maybe the best, or I would say the best experience I've ever had working on a film set. It's just the community is really close. It's a loving environment, and it just, it all makes better to make great products. So, listen, I was blessed to work with Mr. Perry, so, I can't wait I'm looking forward to keeping it going with him. So, what
can people expect from Divorce in the Black and your performance in the movie, Cory?
Yeah, the movie is it's suspenseful. It's definitely like a roller coaster ride. It'll keep you on your toes from beginning to end. You're gonna love it. The performances, the family dynamics. I mean, Dallas, he does have the villain qualities, but I think it's deeper than that. He's just a hurt human being, and hurt people hurts people. So he's a man that's flawed. And I want to show all his flaws, but at the same time, he does have a heart. He's vulnerable, and it was a really great performance that I was able to do for this film, and I pulled out my 30 years of experience into this character. Hopefully everyone will enjoy Dallas, for sure.
He's Cory Hardrict. His new movie, Divorce in the Black, directed by Tyler Perry, streaming on Amazon Prime Video starting July 11th. A few more questions with you, Cory. You've worked with Clint Eastwood not once but twice on Gran Torino and American Sniper. We've seen Clint in movies for many decades. I know you have as well. Can you describe him as a person and a director? What was it like working with Clint Eastwood?
That was another amazing experience because he allows you to do what you do well. You trust your own instincts, your gut feeling, and he doesn't really tell you. He doesn't say anything to you at all, if you're getting it right. And he shoots the rehearsal, or it's one take and you're moving on. So I had that, that working experience that I carried over into, working with Mr. Perry, because it's similar in ways of like shooting like one take. But Mr. Clint Eastwood gave me the best advice, in my career. We were eating at lunch, Gran Torino, and he told me one thing, and I will always carry this with me. He said, never worry about what you're going to get. Just show them what you got. So I've used that, I don't worry about what I'm going to get. I just want to make sure that when the camera's rolling, I do my best and just, put my best foot forward and just show them what I got. So I would never forget that piece of advice that he gave me. And, I use it in my career moving forward. So
I've read that about Tyler Perry and Clint Eastwood. They favor sort of the one-take directorial process. As an actor, what does that do for you? I'm sure you're used to doing multiple takes for a lot of different directors or a lot of different TV shows. When you know that Clint Eastwood or Tyler Perry kind of favor one take, like this is it, does that change your mindset as a performer?
No, it puts me in a space where I have to swing big, So I'm always going to swing because I know I only have one shot, and if they either going to love it or not. So I know, so I really don't have room to ask questions because I know what I'm getting into. So I do my character work, I study, prepare, and then I just put it on its feet and go for it, because I know that could be it for me. And a lot of times when I swing, it lands, and they're blown away or they love what I perform and what I do. Yeah, it's amazing. So but the thing about it, when I do work on production, it's like more than like 4 or 5 takes, and then I'm used to the one take. It's kind of like I wish I can do everything in just one take now, you know. 'Cause that's how I prepare myself, like as if it's going to be one. Learning from the best, you know, it put me in that space.
You got to be the only actor who, in the span of just a couple of years, worked on 2 movies about Tupac Shakur, in All Eyes on Me and then the underrated City of Lies about the murders of Tupac and Biggie. Did those movies and working on those movies, did they give you a new perspective on those artists, or maybe sort of just, I guess, the elaborate, like, open case into their deaths and things like that?
Well, I know working on All Eyes on Me, you know, I grew up a Tupac fan, and, you know, his life was cut short at a young age, but he was a legend. He was ahead of his time, and, you know, I was not really knowing what happened and, like, and all the gist of, you know, how he was passed and was killed. I just go in and I try to honor being a part of it. I try to honor, like, the legend and just do my best and knowing that, you know, I want to be a good, I want to represent just being called to do a movie with someone who's iconic. So that's how I go at it. And so that was my approach for All Eyes on Me. I just try to make the most of it and do my best. And I don't take that lightly when someone hires me, especially for like a film with Tupac. And then All Eyes, you know, City of Lies, it was that was another character I played. It was really brief. But, you know, getting into that, I didn't really know too much about the story of what happened. You know, I just go in and I just do my part. And I just try to have fun. And I just try to make every character memorable. And that's just what I did for both of those projects. And I enjoyed working on both.
You've been acting since the 1990s. In your estimation, what is the secret sauce to your longevity and also versatility as an actor, Cory?
I would say hard work, dedication, studying your craft, and just having fun, and just staying consistent. And I've had to take the stairs approach for 30 years, you know, and I just say I'm going to continue to take the stairs and just be consistent and do great work. One day it'll all catch up into the right situation, and maybe I'll just get on the elevator at some point, right? But I'm okay with taking the stairs and just being consistent and just doing my best right now and just keeping my head down and just blocking out the noise. I'm just all about doing the work, just doing the work. And I really have fun doing it. I really enjoy to act. I really enjoy to get a reaction out of the crowd. I want people to like to pick up like on lines I do, and I just try to stay real and raw and honest. And I always say I act for my community in Chicago. Like if my neighborhood enjoys it and if they like it, then I can win over the world. So I'm going to keep doing that, and it's been working so far.
Wise words. One more for you, Cory. Did you ever find yourself starstruck by anyone you've worked with in the past on any TV show or movie? Anybody really catch your eye and kind of leave you speechless?
Wow. Yes, when I first started out, I had a recurring role on ER, and I met George Clooney. And it's just like I was starstruck when I met George Clooney because here I am from Chicago, and I used to watch him, you know, on ER. And I used to watch the show, actually, and then to actually work with him. And, you know, we used to play basketball at lunch together, and he was so cool. But I was really starstruck, like, to meet him. Oh, and then this was in maybe 93 when I first started doing background work. I met Robert Duvall, and I was just like, man, there's Robert Duvall. I didn't know much of his work, but when I found out I was going to work with him, and I was just background, you know, I looked up some stuff, and you know, I was nervous and I was afraid, but he shook my hand, and I was just, I'll never forget like those moments.
He is Cory Hardrict, Divorce in the Black, coming to Amazon Prime Video on July 11th. I want to give you the final word, Cory, to promote Divorce in the Black. You can promote that movie or talk about your social media, some other projects. I'll leave you with the final word, my friend.
Hey, this is Cory Hardrict. Make sure you check out my new movie, Mr. Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black, on Prime Video, July 11th. You don't want to miss it. I believe it's the biggest film of the year, and you're in for a ride. And also, I'm on All-American Homecoming on the CW. We premiered last night. You can check that out on the CW app. And just thank you for supporting me. I really, really appreciate you. And I can't wait to just keep going and tell you more things about Cory Hardrict moving forward.
He is Cory Hardrict. Cory, I greatly appreciate your time. Cannot wait to watch Divorce in the Black.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.